Now let's go over RabbitMQ Streams once again, because now we are going to practice RabbitMQ Streams in coding. So I'm not going to repeat everything that we have learned so far, but I'm just going to go over the highlights once again. RabbitMQ Streams is a new messaging model introduced in RabbitMQ version 3.9 onwards. It is designed to handle very high throughput, large volume, and ordered message streaming, similar to Apache Kafka, but with RabbitMQ's simplicity and flexibility. And if we are comparing RabbitMQ Streams with something, Apache Kafka will definitely come up, because RabbitMQ Streams were designed to directly compete with Apache Kafka. RabbitMQ Stream is like an ever-growing file. It stores all published messages. It does not delete messages after consumption, and consumers can join at any point and start reading messages. This is called offset. We are going to deal with offset in our code. Multiple consumers can read same messages independently. Key features of RabbitMQ Streams include high throughput, where streams are optimized for gigabytes of messages per second, ordering so that strict message ordering is guaranteed, and consumers can start from beginning or start from a specific offset, or maybe start from latest. So we have a lot of flexibility in replaying the message. And messages can be stored for days, weeks, or even months without being deleted. And finally, multiple streams can be partitioned and distributed. Now we've also gone over the difference between streams and different types of queues. Streams usually have their own protocol, but RabbitMQ Streams also support AMQP 091, Stream Native Protocol over TCP, and Kafka Protocol plugin, which is optional. However, AMQP library that we have used in our earlier examples, the AMQP 091 library, it does not support streams. For streams, we need a dedicated Go client that we are going to use in our coding example. Now, because RabbitMQ Streams are similar to Apache Kafka, let's bring up comparison between Apache Kafka and RabbitMQ Streams. So here we have a comprehensive comparison between the two. So you can pause this and have a look at it, have a look at all the differences in detail. And we also have the downloadable material, so you can keep that for your reference. In simple words, if you want something like send this task to worker and forget it once done, then you need classic queue. And then if you want, let's say, keep a complete event history and allow new consumers to read from any point, in that case you need RabbitMQ Stream. So when not to use streams? If your use case is simple task queue or a worker queue, don't use streams. If you don't need message replay, do not use streams. If your consumers do not care about ordering or history, do not use streams.